Just two adjacent girls living in a lovely world. They took a podcast train going anywhere, but kind of specifically through Austin, Texas. Yeah, hook 'em horns.
Adjacent. Very near, next to, or touching. Our tailgate is adjacent to the left field fence. ADJACENT. Adjacent.
All right, welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent in studio today. We have, I'm going to say one of the best couples in Austin.
Shut up. You're going to get in so much trouble.
They don't even live in Austin.
Yes, we do.
We do. We have an Austin address.
Come on.
I call them Austin
The hottest swingers in the Steiner.
Here we go.
Not
Here we
swingers.
go.
Just kidding.
We call them the Yocks.
Yes. Wow.
All right, today we have Megan and Mike in the house.
What?
We are
Did you know my
so
name was
glad
Mike?
you're-
No one calls me Mike.
Yeah, I know. We just call you Yock.
Yeah.
And then we saw Yockey. Is it Yockey?
It is.
But we call
Did
you
y'all not
Yock.
know that? Well,
I just called you the Yock.
Everyone calls me Yock, and so then she's like Yock by association.
Adjacent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Adjacent Yock.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
And now
Yock.
Braden is also Yock. Like, that just happened. Like,
Oh, well, that's a great last name.
It's crazy on the baseball field hearing him called Yock because
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Am I in trouble? Coach calling me out? I got to run some laps. Yeah.
All right. Before we start, how long have y'all been married together? How long have y'all dated?
40 years now.
40.
oh my.
Well, cancer is like dog years or something. So yeah.
As
No, like 23 years, 22 years.
Yeah, 22 years
22 years.
married, 24 together.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
24 and a half.
And y'all met at UT?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorority girl, fraternity guy.
Oh, what was your sorority?
Kappa Delta.
Okay.
Sigma Pi.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and what event? What was the event?
It was actually a Pat Green concert.
Yeah, the Nimish invite. I knew Nimish first.
Okay, you met. Okay.
Nimish
Mhm.
invited myself and our roommates. And so that's where we met for the first time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you know what's even worse? He
What?
was dating one of my sorority sisters.
Ooh, was there trouble in the house after that?
She was mad for a while, but she's over it now.
Okay.
She's happy now, so
She's
you know.
fine.
She's happy now with kids. She's good.
She's
Yeah.
over it.
All right. So, Megan, you're an Aquarius. You're a Taurus.
Yes. That's why you asked my birthday.
Do you want to see if you're compatible?
You really were serious about that.
Yeah.
You're actually testing compatibility. I
That's
mean,
what our whole podcast
maybe something
is
we should have
about.
done 22 years ago, but you know. Sure.
You're like, if I would have only known.
Let me hop in my DeLorean real
Y'all are
quick.
moderately level of compatibility. They have different value approaches to life, which can lead to conflicts, but with mutual respect and compromise, they can find harmony.
That sounds spot on.
Nailed it.
That sounds spot on.
Nailed it.
Well, understand that all of this stuff is very broad. So it's going to cast a wide net and it's going to grab
Jody's
in
not
some
even
stuff.
looking at it.
I just made that up.
It's not it.
I just
There's
pretended to
nothing-
read.
There's absolutely nothing on our screen.
All right, Megan, where did you grow up? Tell us about your childhood.
I grew up south of Houston in a little town called Dickinson, Texas, which became famous when Hurricane Ike hit and it was flooding and people were driving their boats down the main road. So I am from a
wow.
very small Texas town, one high school, multiple stoplights, but small. It's big now, but
She
So,
says she's from Houston, but we give her crap that she's from Galveston because it's a lot closer
It's
to
closer to
Galveston.
Dickinson is
okay.
in between
Yeah.
Houston and Galveston, like almost
you
like
wanna claim what
equidistant.
She wants to claim Houston.
You get to
Yeah.
claim what you
Okay.
I mean,
claim.
people just, it's just easier to,
She
that
identifies
area.
as a Houstonian.
So grew up in Dickinson, came to UT and never left.
Mhm.
Nice.
And you were a kinesiology major?
I went to school a lot, y'all. Yes, I have a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology from the University of Texas. I have a Bachelor in Science of Nursing from Texas Tech. And finally, I have a master's in nursing with a family nurse practitioner from Texas A&M Corpus, which Michael likes to call the Sand Aggies.
Sand Aggies.
So I've made the rounds in the Texas state schools.
Well, I am going
Do
to
you have
say
a
thank you for your
flag?
service.
Do you
Thank
have
you
a
for your
flag?
time.
Do you have a
You have like
A
a
flag?
peace symbol of
Yeah.
signs of like
Right,
all
all
your
the-
schools.
right.
There you
Texas
go.
comes first, though.
Yes, hook 'em horn.
Bleed orange.
Yes, you bleed orange. That's good. Good for you. What about you? Yuck. Where
Yak.
where
I grew
did
up in
you-
upstate New York, cow pastures and nothing up there. And then I moved to Austin when I was 14 and started high school here, stuck around and went to college here and still live here.
Where
So,
did you go to high school?
Anderson High School over off Tech.
With
Yeah.
a
Kelly?
Trojan?
Yes, Kelly went to school. She's a little younger than me. I think she graduated in 99.
Did you
So-
ever run through a sign that said, "Pop the Trojans"?
Why would he run through the sign that says "pop them"?
Oh, that's right.
He
Did the
probably
opposing-
Did
saw
she say
one.
that they did that?
No,
No, but
we
they used to have
made-
signs.
We made that sign.
They would have
We
signs
made
that say
sign.
"Pop the Trojan."
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
That's what we used to paint those signs.
Where did you
Pop
go?
the Trojans.
Johnston.
Johnston.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
back in the day,
Yeah.
it
Maybe
closed
They
in
probably
popped a lot of
1990.
Trojans
Before
over
you
there,
were
yeah.
born.
Uh-huh.
No, Mike, we did not even know what Trojans were. Our parents like pop the Trojans, and we're like, okay.
We literally did not know what that was.
We had no idea.
Uh,
That's okay.
That was before sex ed, people. No idea.
Our mom was like, "What do you know? You
I don't
said
think we
not to
had
have sex
sex ed."
before. Don't have sex before marriage." And she was like, "You know enough." That was our thing.
I mean,
the kids now do it in middle school. I don't think we have sex ed at all.
Oh, no.
Oh, you mean sex ed?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
well, no,
Well, they probably do that.
They do that too.
They
because I
do.
see the
You
aftermath
do.
of that in
Oh,
my
yeah, you
job.
do.
She does labor
Aw.
delivery.
You
so-
still do labor and delivery.
I'm in the OB/ED
Oh gosh.
over at Seton, Maine. We're about to move into the new women's hospital in April.
Aw. Are you excited?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a new transition, like
Is
because
it
we're going to have.
further?
It's like right next to that
Okay.
main hospital.
Uh-huh.
It's It's
She's
connected.
determined to scare a 15-year-old off of premarital sex. So,
Yeah.
I'm working on a PowerPoint.
yeah. She's going to put together
Of
a
what
bunch
can
of
happen.
gross slideshows and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
from like real life pictures.
Yeah,
Like
like
do like this is your vagina before sex. This is it after.
Well, so I just had a hysterectomy a month ago, and our
Oh,
neighbor,
yeah,
our
Shelly
neighbor was
said.
over, who is a nursing student at OU, and so I was showing her because my friend did my surgery, and so I was showing her the pictures because I had pictures done on the inside. My friend was like, "Do you want pictures on the inside?" I'm like, "Yeah," and so they were on the island, and Braden comes out. He's like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, that's my uterus. Let me show you. This is a good biology lesson." He goes, "Why do you keep that there? That's not where you keep that."
She
I was
has
like,
it framed.
I was like, "Look, that's where you used to live." And he was like, and walked off.
You turn them into ornaments for your
We have enough that we could do that for her. Yeah.
garland.
We got a whole,
I know.
whole portfolio of her insides.
There's
so-
really nothing that
Aw.
that could be taken out
No.
that I don't need.
Yeah.
Maybe my spleen, but let's not.
Yeah, no
do that.
thanks,
Let
but,
it stay.
All right, since we're on it, you had been diagnosed with breast cancer. How did this happen? Tell us your whole journey.
So in May of 2024, this is my time for my annual mammogram. So my on my dad's side, my grandmother and her sister both had breast cancer. My dad had no sisters, so it wasn't there. We don't know. And so at 35, on my own volition, I asked for a baseline mammogram because I just thought that's a lot of family history. And back then, it wasn't even. They weren't even talking about it as it's all like maternal side, like paternal side didn't matter.
Yeah.
But I was just like, as a nurse practitioner, I was like, okay, there's something that's. I mean, every woman on that side has had breast cancer, and so I had a baseline mammogram. We paid for it at 35. It was fine. And then I had my annual mammogram starting at 40, all fine. But this last time I wasn't late or anything. And they saw a shadow and they saw something. And so, they get the call, like, come back. We need to do a repeat. And I was just like, it just felt different. And so every month, and I would this is a hill I will die on, breast self-exam. I know that they're saying not really to do it anymore because there's too many like false positives or people who are like getting excited about something that might not be a problem. It saved my life. Like literally, you know your boobs the best. Feel them up every month.
Yeah.
Like that's
Touch
literally
your
a hill I will
boobs.
die on. If you are postmenopausal, just pick a day and do it the same time each month. If you still have a period, do it 3 to 5
Or
days.
let your husband check them out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Or that,
fine
yeah.
too. We
I
can do
think men
self-exam.
find it a lot on women. That happened to my friend. Not going to say her name, but her husband found her lump.
Really?
Oh, that's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
feel your boobs. It works.
Yeah.
Touch your boobs.
And your test,
Yes.
Nicole's.
Oh. I was like, what? Okay. We'll check that out when we get home. Yeah, I appreciate that.
So back to the mammogram.
Use your
So
boobs
they called
to
me.
test.
And I thought, so I scheduled like the soonest I could to go back and have a re-scan done, a repeat mammogram, a 3D mammogram. But then I came home and I felt around again and I felt it. And I'm like, I hadn't felt that before. And it was like
Which
pea-sized,
which breast was it on?
left side. Like,
Is that more prominent that they happen on the left, or can they? I mean, I know they can happen on both, but
there's no data for that, but I'll tell you what's really funny is that we have to carry all these phones at work. And so my all scrub pockets are on the left side. And so
you're like
one of the
maybe-
charge nurses got diagnosed like weeks after me, left side. I don't know. Could be nothing, could be something, but
Well, and you're against a lot of radiological everything coming at y'all and the nurse in the hospitals.
I mean,
and
we're not
stuff.
like in the OR with like ortho cases or anything,
Mhm.
but I mean, I don't know. The phones is probably, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Note to self: create a a case that helps to
Yeah.
protect. That would be a good
Wow.
business, guys. Anyway, so you're saying it was on the left
On the left. So
side.
I went back. It was like 2 or 3 days later. I had the repeat mammogram. And so since I felt it, I went in. I was like, hey, I feel something that I hadn't felt before. And they're like, okay, we'll mark it. So they put this little like thing on it so they could see where it was. In the mammogram, they did the mammogram. And I went to the Westlake ARA because there's a radiologist there that will just read it immediately. And so they did it. And they came back and they're like, everything's normal. It's fine. They didn't see anything. But since you feel something, we're going to do an ultrasound. And I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And so we did the ultrasound and I could see it on the ultrasound the whole time. And I'm like, okay, it's there. And so then the radiologist comes out and they're like, well, it's a BIRAD 3. That means, come back and get it checked in 6 months.
Mm.
And like, I feel like my stomach just dropped. I was like, what? And so I literally got in the car and the first thing I did was log into the portal with my PCP and messaged my provider and was like, hey, this is what just happened. This is my family history. Like, we need to biopsy this. No. And
I'm
she
not gonna
responded
wait.
within 24 hours. She was like, yeah, we are. And so she put in the order and
Good
like
for
a week
you.
went past. And they hadn't called me to schedule, but that was during that whole like downtime where Ascension got hacked and like things weren't going
I
through.
remember that,
And so I gave it like a week and a half. And then I called ARA. I'm like, did you get the order? Like, what's going on? And they had to like dig through stuff. They found it. And they're like, well, we usually don't biopsy BIRAD 3s, especially if there's no maternal family history. The radiologist has to approve it. And I'm like, she's like, let me go talk to him. And my blood is like boiling. I'm like, if this woman comes back and says they're not going to buy, I'm literally going to cuss her out. I don't even know what's going to happen. Thankfully, she came back and she's like, he said he'd do it. And I'm like, okay. So it was scheduled for like, I don't know, a week later.
Yeah.
And so I went by myself. He's like, do you want me to go with you? I'm like, no, like everyone seems to think it's not a big deal. I'm the only one that's like, hey, I really want to do this. Like, I'd rather do it and it be negative than to not do it. And so I went and I did it. I went to get his oil changed after. It was just like a normal day. And I was, and they told me when I was leaving, they're like, okay, it'll be 3 to 5, business days before you get the results. I think I must have had it done on a Thursday. It was less than 24 hours later.
Yeah.
So he got invited to go golfing the next day. I was like, he's like, do you care if I go? I was like, no, they said it would be 3 to 5 days. That's fine. They freaking called me when I was standing at Randall's in the cheese section. And it was actually my PCP that called because when the number came up, I was like, that's weird. And when I answered, Harper and I were there getting some snacks. Yeah, our daughter. He was golfing, and the first thing she said was, "I'm so sorry."
Harper?
No, my PCP. Oh. Whenever I answer the phone, I'm like, "Hello," and she goes, "I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "I'm staying in Randall's."
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta leave Randall's.
Yeah.
And so then she like,
oh my
god. And I remember like trying to get out of Randall's and get Harper, but not freak her out. And like, I'm starting to cry. And I'm also trying to listen to like what she's saying about what the pathology said so I can understand. But then like Michael's golfing. And so I get us to the car and I just start calling Michael. He's not answering. And so finally I'm like,
we had like just teed off. And
it's okay. You did not know.
No. It was funny. No. So we just teed off. I don't play golf very often, but I had just gotten a brand new driver. And so I hit my drive off the first hole. Bam. It was right down the middle, like 275. Like, I don't hit that far. I mean, it was an amazing drive for me. And so I'm standing up to my second shot and I hit the ball. And my neighbor, Jason, who I'm golfing with, he's like, "Megan's on the phone?" And she sounds upset. And I was like,
oh, gosh.
I was like, okay. So I grab it and she tells me, and I was like, oh my God. So I took my bag off the golf cart and I literally just ran to my car from the golf cart. But it was the best round of golf I've ever shot. I was 70 under par that day.
Yeah,
so
70 under.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
2 shots and I was out. Yeah. She's like, did you get a refund? I was like, I didn't even.
What golf course was that?
Falconhead.
Oh. So you get this news in the cheese section of Randall's, rush home. I mean, how do you even move? Like, what did you do after that?
She's Megan.
She's
simply Megan.
Simply Megan.
I remember like just sitting in our room and Harper was unaware. And I called my parents and my dad gets so uncomfortable. He makes like weird comments like, "Do you need chemo?" Like, I literally just found out like 20 minutes ago that I can't, like, what? He just gets so uncomfortable. He just like says stupid shit. It didn't take him very long to get home. I just cried a lot at first and like, okay, this is happening. Probably the first 24 hours. And then I started texting the people that I knew could get me in quickly. That's the beauty of being in the medical field in this town.
Well, you know what to do. You know where to go. And I mean, this has happened recently to one of my family members. Her partner knew who to contact, what to do, and everybody else is just kind of like in shock and they don't know where to go, what to do.
So thankfully, my supervising physician, she manages there are pregnant patients with breast cancer. And so my oncologist is actually the two of them work together to manage those patients.
I don't even think about things like that. I can't imagine being pregnant and having breast cancer too on top of all that.
And so she personally like texted her like, "Hey, one of my girls just got diagnosed." And so we were in with her probably it was multiple phone calls, but within a week and a half or so. And she is amazing. Dr. Catherine Hudson at Texas Oncology. Like, she knew that I was in the medical field, but she spoke to Michael as if he...
Yeah, it's hard being married to a medical professional sometimes because
they speak in acronyms.
Well, and it's not even just like her appointments, like the kids and that sort of thing too, is... when they find out she's a nurse practitioner, they're talking, medicalese to her, and a lot of times stuff will be going over my head, and I've got to be like, "Stop, time out! Like, I need you to talk to me. Like, I need to understand this. Speak to me like a layperson." And she didn't do that at all. She was great.
No, and she wrote like diagrams and wrote everything down, and like what the next steps were and what everything meant, and so.
Wow.
That was
but if you know anything about Megan, like, she probably took a little bit to cry about it, but she attacked it.
Yeah,
it was like she jumps on things.
Yeah.
She's always been type A like that. I mean, when we had first gotten married, I was out working in Florida, and I remember she called me one day about like why we should get a Tahoe. And like she had researched it, and she's like, it has this, it has that. And I'm like, okay, like I'm working. Like, okay, yeah, that sounds great, whatever. It was like 24 hours later, we had a Tahoe. And I'm like, what just happened? Like, she just, like, I don't. So, yeah, she jumps on things for sure.
Yeah.
Tahoes are a great car.
They are. That was the best car we ever had, for sure.
It was
They
one of
just
my
don't make things
favorites,
like
too.
they used to.
I traded it in for an expedition, like not.
I mean, there's no way you could get in a wreck and somebody's not going down.
Mhm.
Like, you're like,
Expedition
I'm good.
was smoking on the side of the road at 19,000 miles. I was like, God, why do we get rid of the Tahoe?
But then we've had GM since they just don't make things like they used to.
Yeah.
I mean, my
No.
GMC that the engine exploded when I got the diesel and they didn't know how to fix it. That
Yeah,
was
we
it.
switched to Tundras and Toyotas. Like, that's it.
If I didn't
So
use it,
then you went and you got your treatments. How long were you in treatment for?
So I had estrogen positive, progesterone positive, and HER2 negative. And so with that like tumor profile, and it was if anyone that knows cancer stuff, my Ki-67 was really high, and all my estrogen and progesterone markers were also really high. So it was a really small and aggressive tumor. And so when we met with oncologists the first time, we told her what happened and how they didn't want to do, they told me to come back in 6 months. And she's like, you would have been at least stage 3 because of how aggressive my tumor markers were. And the thing was the size of a pea, like literally. And so once you go to the oncologist, then you have to go have like an MRI to make sure there's no other spots. And they had enough tissue sample, thankfully, from my biopsy. The first biopsy that they sent it for, it's called an oncotype test. So it tumor profiles your tumor, and it gives you a score. So it tells you if you need chemo or not. And so mine, 25 or below, you don't need chemo. Mine was 26. So that's why I had chemo. My lymph nodes were negative. So they had told us, like, if you have it in your lymph nodes or if your oncotype score is above 25, chemo. And so it was
and
when
I think so from like a layperson's point of view, this is the way I understood it. And this is really important because it's a big deal how she advocated for herself is that it was small. She said it was the size of a pea. Small. It was early. We caught it early.
Yeah.
it was stage 1.
But it was super aggressive.
Yeah.
Right? So like those things
It was
combined.
a 26 jumping out of the chute. And if you would have waited 6 months.
So 6 months is
It
what
would
they
have been
tell
a
us.
stage 3.
So small, early,
least.
but super aggressive. If
Yeah.
we waited 6 months,
Yeah.
like
It
who
would-
knows
maybe
what
it
we're
been
looking at,
even
right?
bigger,
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a totally different story. So, I mean,
Thank you
she's
for
a medical
being so
professional, so she
proactive.
thinks about that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I think the thought I had leaving that was, how many people have been told 6 months with
Yeah.
Virad 3
Oh, yeah.
and just like me, doctor tells me something,
Yeah.
I trust them. Like that's
what
why
I
I go
do,
to
yeah.
them, right?
Exactly.
And she didn't. She advocated for it.
So I do have to say that after that happened to me, all the OBs that I work with, they had the nurses go through, and any BIRAD 3s that they had that had any family history, they sent them for biopsy.
Any
so maybe I
family
saved
history.
somebody else's
You
life.
did.
Yeah. Well,
I
and
mean,
And
they
you're
haven't
saving
told,
people
but-
right now because they're probably
Yeah.
like, oh,
So
I got to do X, Y, Z.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Any family
and
history.
all your TikTok and all your shares and everything, you're saving lots of lives.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
Should have saved one. I mean,
Yeah.
save
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I mean,
right?
that's why I decided to share my story. Like, I started during the whole process. I'm like, I'm just going to write a blog because I think that I don't like hearing myself talk, but I'm just having to get over that.
You have a great voice.
Thank you. But also, I looked so terrible going through chemo, the chemo acne. I cold capped, but I still lost on my crown. Like, I just felt like bad. And I don't think I was in the place to like show myself. So I'm like, I'll just write a blog and then people can like find it with like SEO and read about it. And then, I'm not tech savvy. And like, I took a class on how to do like WordPress, and I'm still like, this is like making me crazy. But then I'm like praying about it and like, all right, like, how do people digest information? I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't read blogs anymore. So get out of your own head.
Substack.
And start, I've heard that, but I don't, but people digest information in small little like spurts. And so that's when I was like, okay, I hear you. I need to start talking about this and everything that I've been through, and show some of the pictures with me with no hair on my crown and when I had to cut my hair into a pixie cut. So other people going through it know that there's hope on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Because like going through it, it's terrible. And I'm very blessed to have an amazing husband and family that were supportive and helped me through everything because it sucked. And hopefully we're going on the other side of this now.
Yes.
But
So how often do you have to go and get your exams? Obviously annually, but do they go straight from like, we're not going to do the squish to we're going to just do the sono? Or
so I had a bilateral mastectomy. So really the amount of breast tissue that's left is like nil. So breast self-exam. No, I go every 4 months right now. And like I do the exam every month, but the doctor does it. But also, so I had the chemo. I did not need radiation because it was not in my lymph nodes. And I had the bilateral mastectomy. But I had, since the estrogen and progesterone positive, I have to be on a hormone blocker. And so the two that are on the market right now are tamoxifen and letrozole, and they have like really terrible like side effects. And so my oncologist, she's like, hey, we're doing this study for this new drug called camizestrant. Are you interested? I'm like, oh, yes. I love a good research study. Like,
yeah, let's go.
Yes. Same like mechanism of action.
So I can write your paper.
Right? It does the same thing as these drugs that have these terrible side effects like the joint pain and the fatigue and hair loss. So it works the same. It just has less side effects. I'm like, yeah, sign me up. So there's a 50-50 chance when you sign up for the study. I had to go through all of this stuff like PET scans and all this stuff to be cleared to even be in the study. And so then they randomize you to the study and they literally just push a button and you either get the trial drug or you have to be on the standard of care, which is the gross drug that has so many side effects. I cried when they called and told me I was randomized to the camizestrant because I'm the only one in the Balcones office that has been randomized to that drug. And the trial nurse thinks it's because my tumor was so aggressive.
Oh, wow.
What?
So, yes. So I go every 4 months, so probably more than a normal stage one just because I'm on this trial drug. And so I have all these like doctor's appointments and like eye appointments and stuff, and they take my blood because it's all part of the study.
Wow.
So with the study, I get extra monitoring.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good to think. That happened
But
with one
also
of
the
our
drug
friends,
has far less side effects. Like I have like joint pain. Like Braden's like, why do you walk around the house with shoes on all the time now? I'm like, well, I'm in menopause.
Yeah.
And so my hands and my feet hurt really bad when I wake up in the morning for a little bit or when I'm like been sitting down for a while. So yes, I wear my Birkenstocks in the house.
Oh, I wear shoes all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I don't
know what's been
how
helping?
like people just, it's just such a luxury for people who don't have to wear shoes all the time.
I'll tell you something that has been helping with my hand and foot pain, red light therapy.
On your feet
you
and
have the
hands.
Yeah, like a
gloves.
panel. I got it
Oh.
on Amazon. It's not like super expensive,
Nice.
but it's really been helping.
Can
Oh,
you send it
good.
to us and we'll put it on our
Yeah.
Amazon?
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like $60. Braden hurt himself, in baseball, lifting, not even in baseball. And I told him today I'm going to put the red light on his back. I mean, it like helps with all
Yeah.
kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
yeah.
vibration plate, we got one of those too.
Oh,
Shelly
yeah,
has
I love the
one.
vibration.
But I think she uses it to make her new tingle.
Now that you said that, I know she does. So, yeah.
You do you. I'll do me.
That damn thing beeps, though. Like when you turn it on, it beeps. And so our dog is terrified of anything
The
that
doodle.
beeps.
The doodle.
So I'm like sitting back in my chair at my desk, just like this. She jumps up on my shoulders. She's like
Oh.
25 pounds.
Oh,
Like she's not a
gosh.
little dog. And she's like behind me shaking. I was like, well, at least I got a vibrating chair. I'm like getting a massage here. That's great.
So cute.
Hilarious.
So I do want to say that so we decided to do a bilateral mastectomy because I had a second spot that they found on MRI in the left side. And so when I saw the breast surgeon, we had an Alaskan cruise planned like a year in advance. And it was like very beginning of July. And so we saw the oncologist and had all of that planned and the breast surgeon. And I'm like, we have this trip plan. I don't want to like cancel it. Like, I feel like I need like one last thing before like hell starts. And she's
Yeah.
like, yeah. She's like, I will be working behind the scenes, getting everything approved and all of that. So y'all just go. I will call you. And I think this was a provider to provider thing. Like she like gave me her personal cell phone number. She's like, when the MRI results come back and we know like exactly what the plan is, I will call you. And she did. We were actually off the boat the day that she called. And she's like, so the MRI came back. There's another spot on the left side. And I was like, mastectomy. She's like, that's what I would recommend. I'm like, let's just do both. Like, get it done and out. And thank God, because when the path came back, the right side had a precancerous spot.
Oh my gosh.
So if I hadn't have taken it all, like, it's very possible that it would have happened again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
And chemo's no joke. Like that is rough. And hers was like as minimal as you can get from a chemo
but
standpoint.
It makes you so sad.
Well, that's what I mean. Like she had 4 rounds, and we're talking to people in there that have had 20 rounds. And I mean, but the 4 rounds was so bad. I just thought, I can't imagine doing this 5 times over. I mean,
the worst part was the first round. They gave me the Neulasta, like the white blood cell building drug. I felt like my body was going to explode. Like it was the worst pain of my life. I was like wrapped up in a heated blanket, and it got so bad that I called the after hours physician because I'm like, is this normal? Like that's how bad it is. For an NP to call the after hours doctor, like he's like, no, that's just normal. Like you just are like the extreme end of normal. And so the oncologist, she's like, you know what? You're young and healthy. Like we can, as long as you like wear a mask, like we don't have to do this the next couple of rounds. So I'm like, I will stay in my house for 2 weeks after chemo and like not go anywhere to avoid that pain. So that's what we did the last 3 rounds.
Wow.
It was so bad.
Oh man.
So while she's going through all of this, what are you going through as a caretaker? Because this is like, these are the 2 sides of it. You have the patient who's also trying to be the mom and the wife and the daughter and everything.
And survive.
And the surviving. And then you have the caretaker who's having, to be the caretaker and the lover and the husband and the dad and everything. I mean, y'all are going through, and your brain must be like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Like, I
feel like you just described everything like that. It was hard. It was, I mean, there's just a lot of slack in general that you have to pick up, right? Like normal day-to-day stuff. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we've had some difficult times before. We have a kid with special needs, and we've had difficult times where one of us will have to really pick up the slack. And with this, it was just like it just felt like 6 months of picking up the slack. Just the day-to-day stuff. You try to get back into your routine of taking the kids to school and that sort of stuff. And but it's a lot. I mean, that we and she always like cooks dinners and stuff like that, and so she's not able to do any of that stuff.
Right, of course.
So we did. My mom asked me early on, because her and my sister. I mean, my mom. My mom is like the first to step up for anybody, let alone for me, right? And she asked, she's like, well, what, like we want to help, but we just don't know how.
Yeah.
And so I told her that was one of my biggest things, was like just getting dinner plans ready together.
Yeah.
Getting that together every night after working all day, and then having to, mess with the kids after school and that sort of thing. And so she was the one that set up the meal train. And for those of you that have never done a meal train, donated to a meal train, any of that, I mean, it is a godsend.
It is.
I mean, the people that donated to that, like, I'm forever grateful, because that made life so much easier. Because it's really, I have a friend of mine who has a nonprofit out in Lakeway called 1231, and he's done a number of things just for people in the community. And one of the things, I can't even remember what it was. It was like someone had lost a job or something, and we were trying to figure out what we could do for them, outside of the norm. And one of the things was a laundry service, and I was like, that's a great idea. Like, that
is such a good
just
idea.
Like, because it's the day-to-day stuff that you don't think about. Like, everyone thinks of big stuff, right? Like, people don't think about, like, doing laundry every day. Like, what if I could just put my bags of laundry
outside
out on the step, someone picks them up, they come back, and they're all folded and
my
clean?
gosh.
I mean, greatest
I would
idea.
do that.
I mean, So, so just getting support from, like, family and friends and community and all of that was huge. But it's just a lot. I mean, I don't, when she's normal sick, right? Like the flu or something, I'm good for like 2 or 3 days. Like, I'm like, what do you need? Like, is there anything I can do for you? By day 4, I'm like, okay, you need to get up. Like, this is ridiculous. Like I'm over this. And I told my sister at one point, I said, it feels like we're on that day 4 for like months now. And
oh, wow.
so
I didn't even
just,
think about that.
Just getting worn thin, right? Like it's just, it just wears on you.
On all sides. On all sides.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, and you want to be with Megan and be there for Megan.
Yep.
And it's like Harper needs something. Brayden needs something. Mom needs something. Life continues to happen. I have to work and blah, blah, blah.
Well, and then you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't even lift my head right now.
Yeah. It was tough.
Well, and with the chemo
heavy.
too, it was like
Chemo's mother.
I mean, that first week after the chemo treatment was miserable. I mean, and it bled over into a second week, and then it was like the third week. I think it was 3 weeks in between.
Yeah. That
The
last week,
third
you're like
week
functionable.
was pretty good. Like we would have a normal, fairly normal third week,
And then you gotta.
and then we started all over again. It's like hit the reset button. So it's like, it was a lot.
Oh my
It was a lot.
gosh.
And Jody and I have been speaking of this often. We've had some family members that have had some injuries and such, and they moved out of state. They don't have their tribe anymore. And it's like so important.
I can't imagine.
So important. I mean, it sounds so great. I'm going to move to Jackson Hole. See y'all later.
Woo woo,
But it's
bye.
like, oh no,
hey,
these
can
are my
y'all come in and help.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and everybody wants to do what they can, but I think it is important to have your tribe around you.
Yeah, for sure.
And y'all had a great tribe. We called about the meal train. They were like, we're good.
Yeah, y'all were like,
Now our son thinks that DoorDash is just a normal part of life.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, on Mom's Favorite, they mentioned like, what is something you're grateful for?
Cassidy.
They were like,
They know each other.
oh, good,
Yeah,
Cassidy. She was
Cassidy
like,
Brenton.
it was
What are- it
DoorDash,
was,
HEB delivery, like, all
Yes,
this
I
stuff.
would like order our groceries and he would pick them up.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but DoorDash, we did a lot of DoorDashing.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
my parents came for they had an Alaskan cruise planned for when I had round 1, so his family was there for that. But they flew down from Denver for rounds 2, 3, and 4, and so my mom really worked with the kids on like Brayden mostly like doing his laundry
Being
and being
independent.
self-sufficient. And Harper now will like make her own like food because our microwave now like rolls out. And so she can like
Oh,
make her own
so
chicken
smart.
nuggets and corn dogs and things like that. Like she's
Yeah.
so self-sufficient.
Yeah.
But I don't know if any of those things would have happened
Yeah.
if
What a smart idea.
You
What
talking
a
about the
smart
microwave?
idea.
Yeah.
That and then
Yeah.
just teaching your kids, hey, just in case
Yeah.
you can
I
do
don't think
this
it would have
stuff.
happened though without the cancer because I'm so like just at a fault, like do
Yeah.
too much for them.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, well, they're going to be
Default, yeah.
I remember thinking that was one of the silver linings real early on was, Brayden being the firstborn, has always been a little coddled and we've always done a lot of stuff for him. And he really stepped up and really helped pick up the slack.
Wow.
And, he tackled his schoolwork and like he just didn't have to be told things
Yeah.
like he normally did. And I remember actually having a conversation with his coach at one point, and I was asking, we were talking about something else, but then I asked, how he's doing, or no, he asked me if he was liking baseball. I said, yeah, he loves baseball, and I said, how does he look out there to you? Like, does he look like he's doing okay? And he's like, man, he's just like into every drill, and you can tell the kids that are really focused and into it, and he's one of those kids. And then I told him about Megan's cancer, and he didn't know anything about it. And he's like, I would never know. He's like, I would never know from looking at that kid on the field what he was dealing with in his personal life right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was kind of code switching,
Yeah. Yeah.
which, people have to learn to do, unfortunately.
Mhm.
So when you started feeling better, like, how long was it from your diagnosis to getting the double mastectomy and doing the treatments now? Like, how long?
I mean, she's still
Are you
long
still feeling like you're still? I know
No,
you're
she
still
just-
in it.
Hold on. She just had a hysterectomy.
Oh, you just had the hysterectomy.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was
No.
okay.
So the biopsy came back positive on June 6th of 24.
Okay.
I had my double mastectomy on the 25th of July. And so we spent our 21st wedding anniversary in the hospital. I remember like waking up from anesthesia because I had been under for 7.5 hours because I had implants under the muscle before all of this. So I had to take those out, repair the muscle, and then do all the work. I had a nipple sparing mastectomy, and then they grafted the nerves and like tagged them because we were working on approval to get the nerve grafting. That's another story.
Okay, we'll have to come back for
and
sure.
So, and then they have to tack the expanders on to like that repaired muscle.
Yeah.
It was like the worst pain in my entire life. Like it was so bad. So I was under for a very long time. I had a hard time coming out of anesthesia. I remember like opening my eyes and looking at the clock in the room. And then I realized, oh, it's midnight. And I remember like looking at happy anniversary.
Oh,
I said,
how
he just laughed.
thoughtful. Wow, the fact
I'm
that
like,
you thought of that.
I said, we're really testing out in sickness and in health here, aren't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah. Wow. The fact that you even remember.
thought, I would
Well, I think I
like,
just
we're,
was like,
we're on year 30 and I'm like,
Shall I be like,
what
you're
day is it? I know.
I don't know. It was just, I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my
I can't believe
gosh.
this is happening right now.
Yeah.
So July mastectomy, and then chemo started like 6 weeks later because they have to wait for healing. And then, so I was done. My last chemo was like November 6th or something like that. And then I started in January on all the shots to keep my ovaries off and then the medicine. And so I'm like, can I just have a hysterectomy? And they're like, well, be on the meds for 6 months and make sure you can tolerate like having your ovaries off. Because some people like, I'm like, I think I'll just have to suffer because my estrogen receptors were like 98% or something. Like I don't, that's high.
Yeah.
So anyways, I tolerated it. So at that 6 months, I was like, okay, it's time for them to come out. And thankfully, my friend who I taught as a resident way back when I was at BRAC as an NP is a gynecologist, but like the oncologist, a gen onc, and she works in the same office as my regular oncologist just downstairs. So my friend Pri took my cervix, my uterus, my tubes, and my ovaries out for me.
Wow.
So
That has to be so comforting to know who's in there.
Yeah, all the care.
yes, like our baseball families. If you're in sports, a sports family, you know that these baseball families run deep. My
They
friend
do.
Laura is a CRNA, and she put me to sleep for every single surgery.
Oh my God.
So when she came in for this one, I was like, "This is the last one." Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh, you're a baseball family.
Well, and you look so good. Like you
Yeah, you
look
look great.
really good.
Thanks.
Do you feel good?
I feel a lot better. Like after the hysterectomy. So also like the end of December. So chemo finished November, and then since I had already met my out-of-pocket max, they scheduled me to have my like replacement, like put like new implants in, get the expanders out the end of December. But then you have to wear this faja because they do like lipo to like fill in up here.
That's the thing.
That was not fun wearing that.
That's
Like
the faja.
it's like it comes down to like your knees, and it's tight. You're like a sausage. You're like a stuffed sausage.
Yeah.
And then you have to wear
Does
it.
she look hot?
It's quite a wiggle trying to get that thing on. I'm
You
just
have to wear
saying,
it for
yeah.
24/7 for 3 weeks. So I had two.
Yeah.
So I'd like wash one, wear one.
So they wear fajas in some cultures after you have babies.
Yes, they do.
And I think I would have
We
benefited
missed
from a
it.
faja.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get a faja just now. Wear it out.
they're so, oh my gosh, it was so terrible. So
Bring the faja back.
I know. We should have.
Right?
Like, good grief. Oh my
the
God.
surgery to have them like fixed and take those expanders out was much easier than
Oh,
the
good.
faja was the worst
Probably
part.
getting
The mastectomy was the absolute worst. And then the hiss, like, it was fine.
Oh my
Like
god.
I was just sore. But I remember like after a week, like I'm still like not feeling well and like moving kind of slow. He's like, I didn't know your recovery was going to be this long. I was like, they literally just took 4 things out of my body. I think it was
right.
just, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to give him some grace because it's been a really, really long like year and a half. And
It
it just has
has.
to be, that
It
has to
has.
be over.
It has.
We're ready for 2026
yeah.
to be.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was
healthy.
expecting like, because they said no heavy lifting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was expecting, some recovery, but It was like over a week later, and she's still walking like she's 90 years old. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is rough.
Well, yeah, because she had her insides.
It's bad.
taken
I know.
out.
It was
And
bad.
she's wearing a faja.
Oh, I don't have to wear the
See, and I
faja with
thought the
that.
faja would help. Maybe
No.
you needed a faja. That's Jody's got them. She's going to
I'm
put them
gonna
on
get
her.
one.
On her
I just
We're
ordered
gonna put
one
them
on
on
Amazon. We're gonna put them on our Amazon list. Oh my god! What a
you guys have
ride!
been
Well, what are y'all
through-
gonna do for 2026?
Yeah, I bet you're
Let's
going to
go.
go on
How
a big
you're
trip.
gonna-
There's lots of surgeries left we can do. It's going to be great.
No more
No.
surgeries.
No,
No, not
You're
going.
done with
Let's
surgery.
go.
I'm done.
2026.
Are you going back
do
to
you-
work or are you going to take time off?
I'm back to work. I
She's
went
been-
back on
yeah.
Monday. Well, I went back. I went
She
back
went back
in
like
April.
What the heck?
I went
It was
back
done
in
at the
April.
hospital. She just stayed and worked. She was,
Yeah, she was like-
screw this. I
I
can handle it.
She's walking around in her
Somebody clock me
faja,
in.
like
In her faja.
delivery babies.
I went back in April, so it was off
I
for
have to
like
do a visual.
9-10 months.
She's like in a sausage casing.
It's so terrible.
Oh my god!
So I went back mid-April, and then I took a month off for my hysterectomy. I just have like lift restrictions, but I'm back.
As a nurse, that must be hard, though.
A nurse practitioner. She's
But
in
that's
charge.
still. Oh, I mean, you're in charge of everything. Yes. I get it, but still, that must be kind of hard.
Oh my
Because there's
gosh.
times when you're like, oh,
Well, just
Yeah.
the knowledge, having the knowledge and being able, and the connections. Holy
yeah.
crap. But what are y'all doing in 2026? I want to
Y'all
hear
gonna go on a
I
trip.
wanna hear some
Is there a
good
baseball
trips,
thing for the kids?
baseball series.
What?
Plans. I don't know.
Well, the only thing we have planned is my parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Okay.
And so we rented an 8-bedroom house in Costa Rica with a
Only the
butler and a...
nice.
It's so cheap.
I don't know about
I
these
know.
plans. She tells me like a couple days beforehand, and I'm
You
just.
know, I just found out we're going
Yeah.
to Costa Rica.
It's been on the
I don't
Google
know.
You have your
Calendar for
passport?
3
You can't
years.
go. Sorry, bye.
eh,
He
I can
knows.
swim. It's
He
fine.
knows about these plans.
Yeah.
It's so cheap, though.
It is. We did it for a girls' trip, and it was amazing.
Like when we were looking at places to go, like my parents
Yeah.
were like, do you want a party or a trip? Thank God they said trip because
Yeah.
who wants to spend that same kind of money for a freaking 4-hour
They want
party?
time with y'all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I would have
Well,
picked,
in Costa
100%.
Rica,
And so when we were
do
looking at
all
places,
of the activities,
Yeah.
especially four-wheeling.
And the
Four-wheeling?
horseback riding, you said.
yeah, we we're looking at like
Four-wheeling
horseback
was
That's
riding.
so
Harper's
good.
thing. Harper
Catamaran.
loves horseback
Yeah.
riding.
Yeah.
Mhm. In fact, she's got
On the
horseback riding
beach.
tonight.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
much fun.
Shelly had
Yeah.
a blast.
We had a butler and a chef and like
Yes, all of that.
all of that.
Damn, y'all fancy.
No,
That's what we're
it's
having.
so
It's so cheap.
so cheap. It really is.
I want her to feel like she's fancy over there.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
not-
it is fancy, but
It was with Cassidy's mom, who was very
Oh, yes.
bougie. So
Very bougie.
yeah, the bouge.
So what are the kids doing
Yeah.
these
What
days?
grade?
Braden's in 10th grade.
Oh,
He's sophomore.
what?
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh.
He's getting his license
this is
in, like,
insane, you guys.
2 months.
Oh, thank
3
goodness!
months.
Thank goodness!
Yeah.
Yes, but, like,
Yay.
the insurance.
Insurance.
Oh,
we got to get him a vehicle.
Joy's
yeah, yeah.
20.
Did I think he was
Joy's 30.
younger?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
And he's like, I
5'10".
either want a truck or a BMW. And I'm like,
Get a truck.
who the hell do you think you are? Like, do you have a job? I mean, I don't.
Say,
Gosh.
here's a truck and get him one of those
Get him
Toyotas that
a-
just
like
have
a-
yo on the back.
He has started his own little like photography business. Though.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram. He actually
Wow,
has like
please
a
share
national-
it.
Share it. We'll put it on the thing.
It's funny with high school baseball, though. Like, well, with high school in general, like you worry about them, like, you know, peer pressure and stuff like that. But he gets like good peer pressure from baseball because he like wants a truck. He wants cowboy boots.
Nice.
He's listening to country music now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nice.
you can peer pressure that all day. I
Yeah,
like that.
you're
That's
like,
good.
okay, I'm
Mhm.
down.
And when he pulls up in his yo truck, he's gonna be like,
He went to a
your
Turnpike
apartment.
concert with just his cousin. So, like my
Oh.
17-year-old nephew and him went to Baylor for
"Oh my gosh,
the
how
Turnpike
fun.
concert. Yeah,
There you
pretty
go.
cool. Yeah,
I love it. Is he still pitching?
he's pitching. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And where did they go to school?
Braden goes to Vandergrift.
Vandergraaf. Oh, Vandergraaf. Okay.
Vandergrift. He's still alive in the playoffs. Let's go.
Yeah.
Speed trip.
Wow.
Yeah, play
And
Saturday.
how's Harper? What grade?
Harper.
She's in 7th grade.
7. Oh my god.
Do you know what's funny about Harper? Like, you were there when she was diagnosed, and you know what they said. Like, she might.
What is her diagnosis?
She has Lamb-Schafer syndrome, which is at the time she was diagnosed, it didn't even have a name. It was just She's missing part of the 12th chromosome over the SOX5 gene. So she has a deletion. So she's missing a segment. So the other half of her gene. So it doesn't function properly. Now it's Lamb-Schafer syndrome.
What was it, like T743G?
something
Like,
like that.
it was
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
At the time she was diagnosed, she was like 1 in like of 18 known. Now there's just that we know because we started a Facebook group with some other families that we met through the interwebs 10 years ago. There's at least 500 cases, and it's growing every day.
oh.
And it's now one of the known genetic causes of autism.
Okay.
We actually have a grant for our research from the Eagles Autism Foundation.
Oh,
And they're going to
great.
start human trials.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Hey,
Wow.
that gets people a little closer to what's going on with autism. The
Yeah.
more we can figure out the chromosomal effects and what's going.
Oh,
That's
that's amazing.
incredible. Well,
That's another hill I
hearts
will
on it.
die on. If your
Mhm.
your child has an autism diagnosis, please get genetics done.
Yes, yes.
Get genetics done.
Get the
Yeah.
genetics done
Like,
because then it informs. It informs the care. It informs the
100%. And there's
treatments,
so many that, and it's a American Academy of Pediatrics recommendation, but there's so many people not doing that. And it's just skewing the data. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
skewing the data. So we're not able to figure out like all the causes.
right.
Well,
right,
you also have
right.
this autism umbrella, right?
Yeah.
And
Now it's everybody.
Every-
but now you have all of these genetic disorders that are like
Mhm.
underneath that umbrella.
Yeah.
And Lamb-Schafer is one of them. Like
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah.
people were diagnosed autistic and they have Lamb-Schafer syndrome. So the more you know about what it is that they
What-
have,
yeah.
then the more you can
You can treat correctly, get the
Yeah, target
correct
care, right?
therapies. And
Well, yeah, and now, we're on the cusp of gene therapy with Lamb-Schafer syndrome. But if you didn't know, if you just had autism diagnosis and never had genetics done, like,
Yeah.
if it works, like, it could help some of the most severe cases to live a more independent, like, life. I mean,
That's
We
the
had
goal.
genetic testing done very early on. How often would you recommend people get genetic? Because they're finding new things all the time.
yeah.
And
And there's
so-
some kids that are older that have just been diagnosed with a bit, like young adults now,
Yeah.
that their parents, I would say, like, it probably changes every 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
At
we had
least,
it done
or even-
very early on, and it was like,
And then Harper's was
It didn't
diagnosed
really
with
give you
the
as much info.
chromosomal microarray. She has a deletion, which microarrays will pick up that, but they won't pick up mutations. So like the base pair changes. So whole exome sequencing
mhm.
is super cheap now. It used to be thousands and thousands of dollars. Like now there's nonprofits that'll do it for like $400.
Yeah.
So if your insurance won't cover it. So
Yeah.
there's like really like no reason not to have genetics done. But
Yeah.
yeah, it can definitely pick up more things than it could 5 years ago, 10 years
Yeah.
ago. So
Are y'all part of Spark?
No, I remember you telling me about
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
They're just tracking all of it.
this is so
Mhm.
much
The research.
information.
Yeah,
Because
so
I
incredible.
feel like
So you have to follow Simply Megan.
Simply
On
Megan
TikTok.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always informative and fun and engaging. I mean, I love it.
Isn't it simply Megan Nicole?
yeah, simply
Oh, okay.
Megan Nicole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can we get you back so that we can also talk about the good times and not just the challenges? Because you guys are also part of our friend groups that we've just experienced so many good times as well. And we want to hear about all of the trips to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And although I think this is so valuable to hear,
Oh, it's so powerful.
but I also want to deep dive into Harper's
Yeah.
situation. I want to hear more about your healing and
Yeah.
then baseball and, everything that you've done with that
Yeah.
because
And Noah's Ark.
I know it's, oh my gosh, yes, everything, please bring it. So, yeah.
I think we need to plan another
Also,
trip to the
I
wine
wanted to
country.
know-
I don't
Oh,
drink as
yes.
much anymore, but that was
Yeah, we
A
have
great
little
trip.
mics for that.
Mhm.
That
Oh,
was a
that trip.
And
top-notch
by
trip.
the way, I do want to talk about your neighborhood a little
Gosh.
as the world turns.
As the world turns.
It's an urban legend.
yeah,
urban legend.
yeah.
We don't have any stones on our
What
front
ha-
step or
what
pineapples or
happened?
anything like
There's
that.
pineapples. I know it.
or upside
That
down
pineapple was
pineapples.
there. We were just hungry outside one day. My gosh, come on.
How's y'all's cul-de-sac? Is it still
Like
all
from
the
that
same?
perspective or
No,
just
no,
in general?
No,
Okay.
no.
It's
every-
crazy. Our cul-de-sac is like growing up. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it
when we
all still the
first-
same crew?
It's a
The
lot
core
of the
people,
same
yeah.
crew,
Yeah.
But I mean, we moved in like 2011, and it was so many little kids running
Yeah.
around. Now those kids are in college. Some of them are out of college.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a high schooler. I mean, yeah, it's
But
nuts.
there's like 4 core families that have been there the whole time that are
That's
still like
crazy.
really good friends.
They
Like
all
we were
have
actually
like matching like
Initials.
MY, different initials that match.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. It made
Think
me
about
laugh when I was
Yes.
there, and I was like, "Wait a second,
That is
all
so
of y'all?
true. The
Every
Crows,
single
the
one of y'all?
Clevelands.
So it
Yeah.
would be like J-Dub,
Like,
M-Y,
she's the same. JW,
whatever. Yeah, we're the same too.
MI. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
That's
so funny.
That is
Anyway.
true. Yeah.
What a cute cul-de-sac.
I
I'm going to
know.
have to go toilet paper it later. Let's go.
Yeah, just to add to Mike's to-do list.
All right. If you are not following on TikTok, follow simply Megan,
We will-
Nicole,
we will
and
tag
we will
it.
tag it on our
Yeah.
show notes. But thanks for coming all this way.
Yeah,
and
thank you guys.
we love
Yeah,
you,
thanks.
and we are here to hear more about your recovery
Yeah.
journey and everything you've been through because it helps inform so many people
Yeah.
to advocate for themselves
Yes.
and
Play
you
with
know.
those boobs.
Yes, touch them and
Touch
let your
'em.
partner
Every month.
touch them.
Yeah, every
and
month.
now you're
Every
gonna
month.
touch his test.
Yeah.
Ickles.
All right, Texas,
Tickles.
Texas.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.